Oh yeah! Cream of the crop! Devil Dog Gaming! Step into it!
Damn, it's cold. Where that Uber at anyway? Well, that was quick. My guy? Whatever, man.
Who am I now?
Yeah, we're going to the corner of 5th and Hennessy.
Who am I there? I ain't gonna do that for a minute, boy. You just hang on, my dog. I'll get you right there now.
Yeah, let's walk. Shit, man.
Don't worry, I'll get you there, boy. Don't you worry about that, man. Don't think. Woo, yeah, I'm no boy. I don't know. I know I'm no dead stuff. No. Woo, don't worry, that don't boy. Now, don't boy, that'll get you out there. No, I'll get you there, man. I'll get you there. Woo, it's gonna be a big job. Oh, yeah, we go good boy. Man. Wow. Yeah. Woo, yeah. What the hell, man? Oh, that's okay, no, man. You calm down now, boy. You calm down. I get you there. I know what time now, driving up, boy. That's our boy. All right now, we there. You don't gotta get down now. Oh, cool. You give me 5 out of 5 stars. You give me 5 out of 5 stars. All right now. Y'all got to do that bad quick now. Whoo, yeah. Ooh, I'll take that money, boy.
Need for Speed Uber. Coming 2020 to all game systems. Pre-order your copy today. Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with a game review for not Need for Speed Uber. This is my review for Need for Speed Heat. It was developed by Ghost Games and published by EA and was released on November 8th of 2019 for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows. Keep in mind it does feature a rather long install and a rather hefty day one patch, but other than that, once you get that installed, you'll have no problems with this game. It is your overarching open world racing game set in a fictional Miami, Florida called Palm City. It is very vast and varied game, the way the world is structured, from everything from open fields to mountain areas. It has a little bit of everything for everybody. It's even got your epic downtown areas and your scenic little vistas and stuff like that. And now there's two main mechanics with this game you have to realize, and that's the day and night system, the day driving and the night driving. There is no 24-hour sort of system in this. You can switch on the fly depending on what you want to race, pretty much with a quick button press. Your day races take place, and you do sanctioned races to win cash, and with the cash you can use to buy and upgrade your cars. At nighttime is where you get to do the illegal street races, and it's mainly for rep points, and that's where the police get involved. At that point, when you're in the middle of a race at night for rep points, after you win the race or if you lose the race or whatever happens, then you have to lose the police and get back to your safe house before they destroy your car enough or be able to bust you. Now, I'll talk about that a little bit later. Now, this game features 127 different cars from 33 different manufacturers. Now, there's a couple ones that are missing, but it is nice to see that Ferraris are back in this title, unlike the last game that did not have them due to some sort of problem, I guess, for a license. Now, this also, unlike Payback, does feature some interesting differences that I do think are quite improved. Those stupid-ass randomized cards packs that you would get in Payback that would actually add upgrades to your vehicles. No longer in this, thank God. But it does have time savers. Yes, time savers. So they build the game in a grindy way. It's still fun to play, but it has enough grind to it so they can sell you time savers to bypass that for real money, which is stupid. But as long as the game is designed in a way to where you can still have fun and play and unlock stuff, I kind of don't have a problem with it. I understand they want to nickel and dime you for any last bit of money you can get. It does not have any loot boxes, which is a fantastic thing, and it will have extensive DLC packs coming. All kinds of new little additions to it, mainly vehicles, stuff like that. Now, it does seem to have a much more arcadey play style that focuses on fun, fast racing, kind of like Most Wanted and a little bit of Need for Speed Underground. And both of them play out like, it does have a story mode. And honestly, it's cringeworthy. It's not as bad as some of the last ones, especially with that terrible live action crap. But it comes off as a really generic Fast and Furious movie. It is really bad. It's corny. The dialogue is stupid. And let's be honest, it's just tacked on here just to have some sort of reasoning for why you're doing these races in the first place. I don't think you need that. Just have the damn races. You don't have to have this stupid dumb, corny characters and oh yeah, we're cool, we're awesome, let's listen to rap music as we race. I'm going to be the new race driver. No one cares about that. That's really kind of stupid. Now, as you actually go during the nighttime races, here's one thing I have to point out. As you are being chased by the police, you can take damage on your vehicle. Now, pretty much your car can break pretty quick in this, and if you get your car too much damage, it will pretty much lead you being arrested and getting busted, and you will lose all of your rep points that you were trying to get at that time. Getting busted in this game is way too easy. I think the cops' AI spawns are total bullcrap. I mean, you'll have it to where you get away and then all of a sudden it'll spawn a cop right in front of you that'll slam into you and they'll do all their little tricks of the trade to try to take you down. And it can be kind of annoying to get away from them, especially if your rep level is high, because the higher your rep level gets, the more the police will be after to try to stop you. So the nighttime races are a lot more frantic and fun, and visually they're very appealing with everything from just the lighting effects and also the rain effects, which leads to it looking a lot prettier at night. During the day, it just kind of comes off as sort of your just generic racing game. Now, they have changed a couple things with this, since this is more of an arcadey style version of Need for Speed. And this one, you can change it. So if you want to go back to it, you can. But they have it set with the quick tap of the trigger button will cause you, your accelerator trigger. You tap it and you do that to actually drift. You get used to it pretty quickly, but a lot of the diehard people, you can just switch back to the original setup of how it is. I didn't have a problem with it. I picked up on it pretty quick and I kind of like it. Now, another main thing about this game I love, hands down, is the fact that you can tweak all the vehicles and upgrade the living friggin' hell out of them. The tuning options are great, even down to like different muffler settings, all the different stuff that you can buy. And if you want something, guess what? You don't need a stupid card to unlock it. As long as you have the money, you can just buy that part, equip it, and then tune it to your vehicles, which actually adds to the ability to take some vehicles and go past their normal threshold of what they would normally be capable of handling, which I absolutely love. This game has tons of new upgrades for your vehicles, major customizations to the cars, and your generic avatars too. I mean, honestly, when you start the game and you go through this generic story mode, you're given a choice of 12 different douchebag characters you can pick and play as. I mean, I don't really give a rat's ass about them, but, okay. Yeah, I can deal with it. It's just the means to get the story going, and I can understand that and deal with it. It's got pretty decent graphics, nothing that's really gonna knock the bar off or anything. It's definitely not going past the goalpost in terms of its graphic fidelity here, since it's running off with their crappy ass game engine once again, because anything EA has to run off of Frostbite, so it kind of limits in terms of the visual fidelity and everything. But the game itself runs pretty damn good. The other thing I noticed notice that the environments have a lot of destructible items that seem to have no weight to them. Now, while that's really cool and I like that, at the same time, it makes it come off as really hokey. I mean, you can go through brick walls, you can go through giant-ass oak trees, you can go through giant metal poles, and it hardly even slows your car down at all. And while it can be definitely fun, especially in the night races, so you don't have to really worry about it other than just getting through the checkpoint markers, it does make it kind of, like I said, more on the arcadey and less on the realism side. So if you're more for a realistic racer, this might not be up your alley, but it is a fun game nonetheless. Now, the other thing I've noticed is while they bumped it up with the latest patch, it still does not have really any pedestrians and not that much traffic when you're racing. There seems to be more traffic at night, but it's still not that much, and I kind of miss that. And the other thing is, like I said, it doesn't have any sort of, day or night cycle to it. You just trigger from daylight to nighttime and maybe sometimes raining. So I do think it has a problem with the fact it doesn't have any sort of evolving cycle in terms of its weather or nothing like that. And, I mean, the structural environments are nice, but it can lead to you totally missing a checkpoint and botching the race. The AI of the guys is fairly decent, but I find it rather easy that you can cheese the hell out of them just by running them off the road and then cutting through everything within the destructible environments. As long as you get through your checkpoint, you'll pretty much keep racing. And, certain things like bridges, it won't let you go off of them. But for the most part, there's a lot of stuff you can just cheese your way through by just doing a demolition derby straight through it. Now, as you progress and what difficulty setting you have, it will affect on how your vehicle handles and the damage it takes, so you do have to keep that in mind. Now, it does seem to have a rather long load time when you actually get to the online component, and the online component seems to work fairly well, but you have to get a certain point into the game before it even allows you to unlock it. In the end, it is not a bad game. It does have your standard issue stuff with a big open world that you'll pick a location to go to get to your next mission, and along the way there's collectibles and billboards you can drive through. But other than that, there's not really anything earth-shatteringly different with this game compared to previous Need for Speed games, other than this one is a lot funner to play. It might be because the more arcadey aspect to it, but it does have a really cringe-worthy story mode to it. The story is just downright stupid. I don't like any of these characters. Just let me race the car. I don't want to be some hip guy who's like, yeah, I want to get my street cred up. I don't care about that. In this day and age, it's all about the nice shiny cars, going fast and being able to upgrade them. And fortunately, in that aspect, if you get past the stupid story and the subpar graphics, it's actually a pretty damn a good game. I just wish the price was a little lower. I don't think it's really warranting a full price game, but for the overall amount of races you get, the ability of actually tweaking and upgrading, and the customization of all the vehicles in this game, hands down, is a lot funner. It's a lot more open-ended than the last game. They made some good strides with this, even though they still make a couple missteps. In the end, I can say Need for Speed Heat is a welcome addition to the Need for Speed lineup, and I'm happy to say it's actually pretty fun. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Hit the bell icon to stay updated whenever I release any new videos. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a comment below that I can respond to. Have you played this game? Do you like this game? Do you plan on playing it? Leave a comment below of what you think. And remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out.